What if I told you this could be your day 9 curls? That's right, I haven't washed my hair in 9 days. And I don't do any crazy refresh routine that requires me to re-wet my entire hair. Because if I'm going to do that, might as well just wash it and start over. I have spent 10 years perfecting my routine, so I spend as little as possible on my hair and it would last me as long as possible. But let's face it, straightening it for an hour every day was not it. I know that you might be able to relate to this because growing up, I spent hours every week just straightening my hair and being afraid of going outside in humidity. And when I started my curly hair journey, it didn't seem like it's saving me any more time because I will have to style it, wait for it to dry, and it wouldn't even last me a day or two. And I have to do it all over again. If I had to compare the time, going natural just didn't seem practical at all. So here I am, ready to share what I have found and the secret to keeping your hair looking beautiful for 9 days and maybe longer. I can't go any longer because it starts getting itchy. The more tangled my hair is, the itchier it gets. It all starts in the shower. I know when I started my journey, I was told stay away from shampoo, stay away from cleansers. They're drying for the curly hair. Only wash your hair with conditioner or co-wash. But I learned the hard way that curly hair does really need a good cleansing. Without it, you will end up with buildup and your styling products won't work as good. If you're washing your hair once a week, once every 9 days, you need a really good sulfate-free cleanser. Focus on your roots. Make sure you clean up all that buildup. Then let it rinse through the rest of your hair. If you can get your hair detangled while shampooing, that's even better. Detangling while shampooing really gets your hair ready and prepped for the next step.
So everyone likes to detangle with the conditioner. I like to start with half the shampoo, taking my hands and lathering it. And believe it or not, if you do your hand section small, not too small section, but that small section, and you keep working the shampoo into your hair, you're actually going to feel the hair change. It's going to feel totally different. And your curls going to start to form, but you're going to also feel the hair begins to feel soft, begins to soften up, you clean it in, and it makes the hair more defined. It also detangling while I'm doing it. Makes a huge difference. With soap condition, just going scrubbing the scalp, but working in, scrub the scalps and work your products in. Open it like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each section, my 10 rakes, and you'll feel the product change.
Now, since I wash my hair every 9 days, I take advantage of that time to deep condition my hair. So after I give it a very good cleanse, I deep condition my hair and I really detangle it and leave it on for however time that the deep conditioner tells me to leave it on, and really give my hair the most conditioning that I can give it so it can last me the longest time. And that's really important whenever you're trying to elongate your styling routine. If you want to do any other treatment, that will be the time to do it. If I'm going to do a bond builder treatment, I will do it before I cleanse my hair. I wet my hair, put it on, then cleanse, then deep condition. Now your curls are clean, they're conditioned, and they're ready for you to style it. The number one trick when styling curly hair is you need your hair to be soaking wet. I mean soaking wet, dripping. If you can do it in the shower, it's even better. You want to make sure your hair keeps as much of that moisture as possible because frizz is just a curl waiting to happen. Water is what's gonna make your curl beautiful, and then the styling product is what's gonna hold it in place. So start with soaking wet hair, then make sure you're applying your styling products in the right order. I recommend getting 2 styling products. One that gives your hair what it needs, such as leave-in conditioner. And then you need the gel that will create a cast that will hold everything together until your hair is completely dry. Your cream goes first, your gel goes second. So soaking wet hair, put on your cream, add water as needed, then your gel, then use your favorite smoothing technique. You can use prayer hands or any brush of your choice. For me, it's the Denman brush because it smooths every single strand, it clumps all the curls together, and it makes them last. Next, I know we all love to diffuse because when you diffuse, it gives you that huge, beautiful day 3 curls on day 1. But if you're aiming for longevity, I recommend to just let it air dry. I have noticed that when I let my hair air dry, I end up with a much thicker cast that when my hair is completely dry, it looks like it's still wet. That's the kind of cast that I know, okay, this cast is gonna last me a long time. My hair is super crunchy, looks like ramen noodle. I know I used to hate ramen noodle and I used to think that my style is a failure because I had ramen noodle and go wash it again. Little did I know, I was just missing one more step. It's scrunch out the crunch. I noticed that when I diffuse, which I still do. If I'm going somewhere and I want my hair to look perfect on day one, I will diffuse, but the diffuser will break your cast much faster. So your frizz is going to appear much sooner. But that being said, pick a day. You're going to be okay with your hair being wet all day. For me, it's Sunday. Sunday is my me day. I do my everything shower, wash my hair, style my hair, and I let it air dry all day long. I start early in the morning. That way, by the time it's nighttime, my hair is completely dry and I can break the cast. I use my favorite oil, coat my hands with oil, break it, then put in a pineapple, put my bonnet on, my satin pillowcase, and go to sleep. Now, this step is so important because if you do all this work, then go to sleep on your cotton pillowcase, your hair is going to be frizzy in the morning. It's not going to last you maybe one day. It's going to be all tangled up and you're going to feel like you did all that work for nothing and you're going to try to run back to your straightener. No, you need your bonnet, you need your satin pillowcase. This is what's going to keep your curls looking beautiful for as long as possible. Why have satin pillowcase and a bonnet? Because we all know the bonnets, if you toss and turn a lot, is going to slip out at least a little bit. And that way you have the backup on your pillowcase. You never have to worry about, oh, did it fall out during the night? No, my pillowcase is there to save me. Anytime you want to put your hair in, satin scrunchies. This is going to help you not get your hair tangled. And whenever you're messing around, putting it up in a ponytail, it's not going to frizzy up your hair as well. It's just like the bonnet. If you're going to the gym, if you're going to do any activity that requires you to sweat, just put your hair up in a pineapple. If you want to still look cute, you can leave the bangs out, you can leave some strands out, and just put your hair up this way, and boom, you're good to go. Your hair will still be protected. It doesn't get all tangled up in the back here. And when you take a shower, always use a shower cap to cover your hair. Now, you might say, Panda, listen, on day 3, 4, 5, my hair starts getting frizzy. How can I make my hair look good without having to re-wet my hair and restart my styling routine all over and call it a refresh? How can I do that? Well, I'm going to show you how. I'll get my holding products. My favorite holding product is a cold sculpting custard. I wet my fingers and then I'll find the frizzy. I'll pinch some product between my fingers like this and then I just smooth it on top. And sometimes I give it a little twirl. That way it stays together. And then I'll just do that on every section that I see that is frizzy. And I do it over again. And then I'll just let it air dry. And trust me, this will make sure your hair stays without having to re-wet it all over again. Simple as that. And if you want your hair to smell a little bit better because now it's day 7, you're feeling like you might be stinky, just coat your fingers with the water. Coat your fingers with this. This smells amazing. And just scrunch out everywhere. Now your hair is going to smell great. It's going to give it a little shine. Just remember, curly hair is frizzy. Embracing curly hair is embracing frizzy hair. Frizz is volume. Just girl, love it. But I know sometimes we want it to be more defined, more tamed. So that's how you do it. If you have any tips of how to lengthen your curly styling routine, please leave me in the comments. Would love to see how long we can keep our curly hair without having to restyle it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.